Hello. How's it going? I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Apologies for being late. I felt the sun need to take a nap this afternoon. And, I overdid it a little bit.
It's party time!
Oh, can I skip this? Hold on. Oh, controller? My controller not working? Oh.
Welcome to picturesque Pinata Island. In its many gardens, all manner of pinatas live, dance, and dream that one day they will be chosen to entertain at a party as only pinatas can. Well, most pinatas, that is.
Oh, fudge! Like a party animal. Like a party animal. Nope, controller's working. Wonderful. You'll love to see it. Let me just get into the garden. Alright. Where were we? So we have the jack-o'-lantern. I think we were going to start working on the rabbits here soon. So I've got one rabbit raider romance. I think a fox ate the other one. So we're just waiting to recruit another one on that front. And then I think I tried growing a better blackberry bush for the squazzles later. Did we romance the squazzles? I can't remember. We have at least once. Oh, that smells smell 10. So yeah, we did romance them a bunch. I think we're good on them then, aren't we? Should be down here. Player awards. Pinata awards. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point, too. I have a couple taffly. Taffly aren't too hard to romance. Could work on those while I'm waiting for the bunny combs to show up again. Yeah, I got a couple taffly. Okay. We already got some poppy seeds around. Okay. Oh, I hear a seed that needs replanting. But yeah. I hope everybody's week has been going well. It always feels like it passes by in a blur, doesn't it?
Morning. Can I interest you in some
A very reasonable manual labor.
Yeah, that should work.
Here he comes. I was talking to a friend the other day. She was talking to me about... She felt pretty annoyed about the idea being... what's the right word? I guess discriminated against, maybe is the right word? For being a girl when it comes to things like cars and like... She felt annoyed at the idea that somebody would try and take advantage of her because she's a girl, to like charge her more than like a guy or something to like get a car fix or something like that, you know. And I was like, yeah, that does obviously suck and everything. And we got to talking about stuff and everything, and I don't know. It just made me thinking that, like, it was interesting to hear that perspective and stuff, considering, you know, I'm not a girl, so I have no idea what that's like.
If I were a little...
Ooh, gooseberry. That's pretty good. We're flying. No. They're giving us all kinds of different seeds to work with here. See the rabbit in the garden. That's good. Let me just grow one a minute. No, maybe try and get the extra growth later. There we go. Cool. That's good to go. Nice. There's our 2 tap flies. I don't know. People always argue about who has it easier, guys or girls. I don't know. I think that guys skill better like later in life, while girls like have an initial advantage. I think that girls take to stuff like school a lot easier, while guys have a harder time, like young boys have a hard time sitting down and like learning and stuff. I think that bears out in graduation rates and stuff like that. What else was I gonna say? I think that, you know, young girls are also, like, have historically always been, like, very much valued for obvious reasons, where young men are often looked at as, like, I don't know, they have to do, like, a lot of tasks that are hard and dangerous and stuff, historically speaking, war and tough jobs, oil rig jobs, stuff like that. I think what it is when you're born as a girl, especially a young girl, you intrinsically have value, whether it's because of looks or because you're able to have kids or whatever. And then as you get older, you kind of lose those things. Whereas with a guy, you're not born having any particular like value like that. Like, you still have value, but like you have to like really work at something to be really valued like that. And that stays with you your whole life, right? And for guys, like, getting older doesn't diminish things as much. It's like, if girls start out at like an 8 on average, and go down to a 2 when they get older. The movement on these bunny characters is really weird. And the guys go from like a 5 down to a 2. It's like you're not losing as much, right? In the looks department. Romance dance. I don't know. Kind of interesting because, like, I hear from like a lot of guys who are older, like in their 30s and 40s, that like being in your 20s as a guy is like kind of rough, but like it gets better. So, something to look forward to, I suppose. I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm thinking about the Germa video I watched earlier today, where he was saying, you know, slow down and enjoy your life and all that kind of stuff, you know. Forgot this romance dance was Irish themed. Keep an eye out for the crow tonight. I could probably sell this mouse mellow. It's not doing me anything. Doing anything for me right now. I don't know why they're acting like the romance requirement for the Shelly Bean, like the second one, is somehow a mystery. It's obviously just having a house. These two still stuck. Oh, I guess they'll be stuck probably until the egg hatches. Nighttime in this game is always a little lackadaisical. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but... yeah, I see the vampire bat, don't worry. Keeping an eye on him in the corner of my eye. Gotta get him to eat that jack-o'-lantern. I think it does eventually go bad. It takes a while, so. Like this over by their house. Very good. Oh, that's not good. That thing is dead. Oh, so much for my gooseberry bush. I gotta keep an eye out for the foxes too. Room 20. Keep putting it in front of him, see if I can get him to actually go for it. Last week I talked about not getting caught up in the past and stuff. I was kind of thinking about how I see like people a generation older than me, like millennials and stuff, getting like caught up in like different things like Disney adults and stuff like that, and I feel like I don't want to live that way, you know? Nothing wrong with liking Disney and stuff, but like, I don't know. It feels like there are still some people who never got past the high school stage of like of something that they like being their entire personality. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is on sale until May 20th for $18. I could buy it. Yeah. Have you been enjoying playing games?
A sour pinata.
Nice. All right. Don't have to worry about the vampire bat anymore. I've been playing some more like actiony games.
You've been awarded a piece of the Tower of Sour. Each piece you have keeps a different pest away from your...
Oh? Oh, the Weedling. Yeah.
Hi
Cool.
there, gardener. Need a weedling? I know I'm small and cute, but I know how to make any weed disappear. Oh, do please think about it. I'll just be in here drinking milk, but not eating the cookies. I'm sweet enough already.
Mm-hmm. It's time.
Do not adjust your alert system. This is Pinata Central speaking to you live. As you may know, we supply world-class pinatas to ensure that every party goes with a bang. And to help us with this, we keep track of the brightest new pinata raisers on the island. Now it's your turn to step up and try one of our challenges. You'll be well rewarded, and the experience will make your pinata
Yeah, I
more
think I've
valuable
played
than ever when they
I've seen
return.
that.
It has to be said, Jardinero is a hard act to follow, but we have faith. You'll hear from us again very soon. Pinata Central out.
Ah, the crow already. What is... I'm trying to remember. You'd use medicine to, like, make this thing not sour anymore, but I'm trying to remember what the medicine is made from. I think it's honey. I think it's
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but you
honey
have
turned
attracted a
by
sour
Bart into medicine.
crawler. You need to have Doc Patch on speed dial if you want to stop this pest. Your gardening is...
Can you help us?
Yeah. I can do 2 serpents.
It's time. Just follow these.
Okay. Place crate. And then select the 2 serpents. Oh. There we go. Okay. Look at all those alerts.
Pinata Central to the star of the show. Just letting you know that we fixed up your pinata and sent it.
Yeah, so from now on, Pinata Central will ask for different pinatas.
Thanks again. Until the next time we need you, Pinata Central out.
You'll get more money and rewards depending on the quality of the pinatas you send. Rewards can be stuff like this, happy candy, which will drop down from the sky and a bunch of your pinatas will randomly eat it and get happier. You can also increase value by putting different accessories on pinatas that you can buy. If a pinata has lived in your garden for a fairly long time. Stuff like that. Oh, hey, look! It's Ivar. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? What's this? A beggar? He must have heard about your ever-increasing garden value. You should deal with him immediately. Yeah, how much do I need to give to you to open up the best shop in the game? I think it's 10,000 coins. If you give him a bunch of money, he opens up the best shop in the game. Let me see here. Dude, the way the rabbit's controlling this is so funky. Oh, it's only 1,000? Oh, that's easy. Yeah, there are quite a few Wii games that are GameCube controller accessible. Oh, neat. How many attempts did that take you? Hi, Ivor.
Good day to you. It warms my heart to see this place rising from the ashes. On the other hand, I myself seem to have fallen on rather hard times. I hate to ask, but could you spare a few coins to help me get back on my feet? A few coins would let me buy a backpack that doesn't smell so much, at least.
Just getting some dialogue from him, because once I give him enough coins, he'll never show up in the garden again.
I'm thinking of becoming a busker, or at least asking people to pay me not to. A few coins.
Okay.
You're very generous indeed. I just want you to know that thanks to your coins and goodwill, things will be different the next time we meet. For now, please accept a beggar's thanks and his final farewell.
Okay. Well, good for you. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't touched Reload in a while. I still don't have any particular desire to go back and like do the Joker fight again on Merciless. Oh, I forgot to say hi, Explosion. Hi, Explosion. How was your week? Good, I hope. No, I hope it was terrible. I hope you had an awful time.
Afternoon, come on in.
Big shoppers, welcome. Window shoppers, not so much. Not so much.
Found what you want.
Did the Wii controls function fairly well? I guess you said you played it with the GameCube controller, right? I remember buying a couple GameCube controllers a few years ago now. They had those Wii U Super Smash Bros. Controllers. They made some like new GameCube controllers for the Wii U like Super Smash Bros. Stuff. I found a place with some old stock like a few years ago and bought the controller, a couple of them, so I would have like newish GameCube controllers. I still got one in the box. Gotcha. Yeah, now Skyward Sword has that Switch remake, which I do have, but I haven't played. I have been playing a Legend of Zelda game on the Switch though. Still playing that Link's Awakening remake. Oh. Gotcha. I wonder if the Tales of game was GameCube controller compatible. The Tales of Vesperia one. Oh, I should probably start working on the
Good evening. So I'm not the only person who can't afford.
I'm just gonna buy some honey.
Here. So that's your thing.
Yeah, I enjoyed Skyward Sword too. I played it on stream a while ago. I remember my most stand-up memory from that is just trying to do that pumpkin shooting minigame to get the last heart piece. And just like locking in. Just like doing that for like an hour.
Ta-da! Look at me now. Quite an improvement, what? My basic level of hygiene is not the only change, for I have also set up a brand new store here in the village that I'll fill with the most special items I find on my many travels. My apologies if I'm ever away, but should you notice the store is open, I urge you to pay me a visit and peruse whichever items I have managed to find on my latest trip.
Me too.
Be seeing you soon,
I have the
hope.
PS3 version and the Steam version, although I hear the PS3 version has some issues. But the version I have also comes bundled with the Tales of Vesperia, and that's the only way to play it outside of the Wii version, so... Beggar transform!
Good fortune to you, friend. Ah, you see only a humble wandering trader, but I'm confident there are things you could be tempted to buy from Ivor's portable treasure trove. Things that I assure you cannot be found elsewhere.
Yeah, so Ivor does have some pretty good stuff. He doesn't have everything that I want him to have. He'll eventually get more. But I guess let's just skip all the watering can. Well, should I just skip all the watering can upgrades? I should grab the chocolate sniffer at least.
I hope. I sold the last of those just hours ago. Once more, the road call.
I knew
It is a it's a long game.
Come in, come in. Thanks. Thank you. Come again. And
Yeah, I've been trying to play through that Link's Awakening game with as little like guides as possible. It's been kind of fun. Nothing wrong with using a guide every once in a while, and I did do it because like there was a part of the map where it was like really unclear where the elevation change was, so that you could like go up to the upper part of the map. I just couldn't remember where it was, so I'd use a guide to like figure out where the elevation change was. But other than that, let me see if I'm. Yeah, let's see if I remembered. No, forget the romance thing. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I wonder if it'll be good. The PC like decompilation of Twilight Princess looks really appealing to me. I don't know, maybe it'd be fun to play a Legend of Zelda game on stream at some point. Yeah, okay, cool. I remember back in the day, I was trying to figure out how to turn one of the crow enemies into a good enemy, or a good Pinata again. And it said medicine, so I thought I had to like whack it and get it sick and then call the doctor to come and fix it up, but turns out you just have to turn the honey into like medicine. T-Dos's voice kind of reminds me of SpongeBob a little bit.
When my
Got have a new Sherbot visitor.
Oh, this thing is gonna try and eat my moth drops. Where'd I go? Yeah, the gold sniffer acts like a metal detector. Whenever you're over some buried coins, it'll squeal a little bit and you can dig it up. Otherwise, you just have to find them randomly. I'm trying to breed bunnies right now. Get out of here. Why was that buried? Do you guys have a favorite Legend of Zelda game? Trying to think if I do. I do like Majora's Mask quite a bit. I have fond memories of playing the DS train one. Spirit Tracks. Twilight Princess, that's also a good pick too. You can't, it's hard to go wrong with that. Interesting. Nobody here said like Wind Waker or anything like that. I guess I did say Spirit Tracks. Although I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite, but I do have fond memories of playing it. For sure. I don't know. I find myself going back to those games and finding them just to be really solid titles. I feel like they're kind of timeless, you know? I wonder if I'll feel the same way about Breath of Wild or something in like a few years. I've never played the Master Quest stuff. The only way I've played Ocarina of Time is I played the 3DS version of it back in the day. I still have the Majora's Mask new 3DS with like the gold front, but the A button doesn't work on it anymore. Bit of a shame. Might be an easy fix, honestly, but I just don't want to open it up and break it even more. Might be worth tackling that project at some point, but... I like Breath of Wild. Tears of the Kingdom was a bit too much of the same for me. I didn't actually finish it. I would still be interested in going back sometime and finishing it. I just didn't finish it when I first got it, you know? I'm just wondering if those games will feel as timeless as like some of the older Zelda games, because the older Zelda games feel like a lot more refined and like much more of a directed experience, you know? But yeah. Okay, sounds like a good way to replay the game. Gonna sell some of this fruit, otherwise it's gonna turn bad. Oh, shoot! I just accidentally sold my apple tree. No! I spent so much time growing that. Oh, man. Whatever. I'll have to replant another one later. Well, that sucks. Oh, well. Maybe I'll let the garden expand one more time and I'll find another spot to put one down more permanently on the edge somewhere. Where's the other? Oh, there he is. I gotcha. I'm just gonna buy the best watering can from Bart, whatever.
How can I help you, I hope you bear with me. And once more, the road.
If I remember correctly, the way this one works is if you just it instantly refills the water level on plants, and you can't over water with it. And it never runs out of water. Running out of water isn't something that comes up too much, but it's technically something that can happen with the other watering cans. But you'd have to be watering a lot of plants for that to be a problem. Still, getting the best watering can in the game is always nice to have. A little surprised we haven't gotten a request from Pinata Central again for another Pinata. I remember them being a bit more frequent with their requests, but... Oh, okay. That's the Master Romancer of the bunnies. Let's do this since they're already ready to romance, and then I'll just, start selling off the bunnies here soon. Start on another pinata. Maybe the pretzel. I don't remember if the pretzel requires eating a bunny to romance. I don't think they do. Do I have a pretzel in the garden? I can't remember. I'll have to take a look. But no, I have the Tears of the Kingdom like OLED Switch. I thought I was really looking forward to Tears of the Kingdom, but I got pretty disappointed when I realized how much of the map was reused from the original. An apple seed. All right, well this is the game telling me to replant my apple tree. Where should we replant the apple tree? How about right here? I don't care about planting another hazelnut tree right now.
My.
Oh, she's having a sale.
To get a great garden, you have to put the hours in.
Is there anything I want to buy right now that's a bigger ticket item? Not in particular. Could buy some romance candy while it's cheap. Just stick it somewhere. The pinatas won't eat it until I tell them to, so...
wish I could. An ex. Thanks. Thanks for calling.
I guess this isn't the best one-earned can in the game then. Must be the next one. Alright. Gotta start selling off some of the bunny combs. Oh.
My, you're up late. To get a great garden, you have to put the hours in, I guess. An ex. Thanks for calling.
It's an interesting idea that they decided to like kind of remix the whole dungeon structure and stuff for Master Quest. I wonder what was the impetus for that. No, I can't stop them from fighting now. Okay. I wonder if I can... Can I sell something while it's fighting? I don't like the puzzle gums just because they
Now, don't you?
fight too much with the raisins. Nah. Come to think of it, we haven't even seen to start us. Because I've been pretty diligent in making sure my pinatas don't die.
My.
If you leave a pinata sick for too long, bad things happen. Yes, maybe, but also it was included in the GameCube like version, right? As like a reason to buy that version of the game. Like, wasn't originally included in the Wind Waker / Ocarina of Time discs or whatever you could get for this for the GameCube. Oh, shoot, I missed out on... Gotcha.
Hello. Chocolate cake.
I'll take it. I'm not fussy.
I'll take it. I'm not fussy. An ex. Thanks. I wish I could. Found what.
I don't know if we ever looked inside the Taffly house. Gosh, that's annoying. Okay, never mind. I wonder if I should start going for the Squazzles next. Hmm. I should keep some of the bunnies around until we get a couple of Brett's tails.
Good morning. Can I interest you in something seedy? Oh, no, I don't mean like that. So that's...
It said we were supposed to have the crow hanging around, but I haven't seen him yet.
Good morning. Can I interest you in something seedy? Oh, so...
Man, the copies of Wind Waker with the Ocarina of Time thing must be so expensive on GameCube. I just can't imagine ever collecting for GameCube. It wasn't a childhood system I owned, and the games for it are just so expensive. I've been thinking, once I get my finances order here soon, I might set aside some of my entertainment budget for cleaning up my collection and getting a few Xbox 360 games and some other stuff that I want to grab to finish out my collection for the time being. Yeah.
If I...
Whackberries? Jeez. Alright, one thing at a time. Let's finish out the Tafflies. Oh yeah, no, GameCubes themselves aren't hard to get. I have one. But I just only have like a couple games for it. It's not like an Xbox or a PS3 or something either, where I can just soft mod it to like play games I want on it, or even a Wii, which you can do that as well with the Wii. But I don't know. I guess I could technically get rid of the GameCube because I have a Wii, right? But yeah, it is. It's ridiculous to the point where there's a dual screen handheld like emulation device that's kind of similar to a 3DS called the Ioneo Thor, and it's like, I want to say $280 somewhere around there, and it's still less expensive in some cases than getting like a new 3DS for some godforsaken reason. I mean, I have a soft modded 3DS. Don't get me wrong, it's cool. But, like, he thinks it's quite ridiculous. Oh, yeah, no, the new 2DS XLs especially were super duper cheap before they went out of stores. Like, they were in box for like $80 at like Target and Walmart and stuff, I remember. Should have bought a couple back then. Flipped them and sold and made a few games, huh? Oh, well. I'm fine with the ones I've got. Like I said, I've got that one that's got a button that doesn't work. If I could get that working, I'd be pretty happy. But yeah. All right. Keep like 3 bunny combs around. Should be good for now. Yeah, I have a new 2DS XL that I have soft modded. Works alright. Works fine for what I need it for. Although I've been playing my DSi XL more recently. I've been playing a lot of that Brain Age game. I've been using it to get better at doing multiplication and addition in my head. Because I need to do that a lot for my new job, so I've been trying to use that as a tool to like... It's kind of a fun way to just like get better at that kind of stuff. Look at that guy schmoove. He's schmoovin'. How do I name you?
Seeds are very well.
You have a new arachnid visitor. Arachnids like a
I don't want to deal with arachnids right now. Leave for now, okay? One thing that's kind of nice, quality of life thing that they add in the sequel to this game is once you've mastered romance something, you can put up a sign that says, "Please do not come into my garden." Which is really useful for, worms especially. Alright, where are my two squirrels here? Here they are. Yeah, I do have quite a few games on the DS I'd like to play too. But that's just in general. My backlog is pretty big, right? But there are some pretty good like RPGs and stuff on the DS. Some with which might be kind of fun to play on stream, right? I really enjoyed the DS system. While I did play a good amount of Game Boy Advance games, the DS is, I think, the handheld that I've played the most of. And I got one of those Ace cards at some point, so I was able to try out, like, a good chunk of the DS library. All good stuff. Let's see, I should probably get another home going. Which one are we working on next? Let's work on squirrels, I guess. They're fun, and their romance requirement isn't too bad.
Yeah, I
And
knocked off
yesterday,
early today,
and the day before.
and the day before.
Yeah, the Pokemon games on that system were like the big draw for me personally. Mario and Sonic are at the Olympic Games, huh? No, that was a Wii game. That was a game I played with my grandparents on the Wii. They thought that was fun. And it was. Yeah. Oh, I've been kind of thinking about, like, Sonic is pretty niche in Japan. Yeah, ironically enough, he appeals way more to Westerners than, his home country of Japan. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, that's probably partially, like, because who played Dr. Eggman, right? Like, he's a fairly well-known actor over here in the West, but he's not, like, going to be well-known in Japan, probably. That's part of it, right? But, yeah. But yeah, I've been thinking lately about, like, trying to pare down the stuff that I have and, like, more curating a collection rather than just collecting everything. Because I don't care about collecting like every single Wii game or something like that, right? I know some people get into really the whole idea of like picking one console and collecting every single game for it. I just don't care about that. I'd rather have a collection of games that I think are interesting or cool, where I played a lot growing up. So I think I've been trying to think about like what I can get rid of and like what I actually want to keep and stuff like that. So
Got the
yeah. Yeah, for some reason, well, for various reasons, Sonic and his attitude are just like way more popular in the West, yeah. I think it comes down to his more brash kind of like attitude and stuff. Like he's very much originally very much like a 90s kids, like American 90s kids, like what they think is cool kind of thing, right? And he's kind of changed and morphed over the years, but like the original core is still there. I think that's part of the reason why he appeals more to like Americans and like Western audiences. Yeah, Kirby and
Watch
stuff.
out. These moving loaders will like.
Oh,
know
moving
it,
bombs, yeah. Yeah, I think that and like his brash attitude and stuff kind of lends itself more to Western sensibilities and stuff like that. Oh, oh yeah, this. Bravo, bravo. Oh, we got our first ruffian.
Oh no! A ruffian is on the way! They're experts in spiteful, destructive behavior. Find a way to get rid of him quickly before you regret it.
Hey, shell upgrade.
At last, you have a shovel worthy of a real gardener. There isn't much you
I
can't do
think
with
I
this
did the
now.
Mega Man thing.
See the jagged edge on this shovel?
I think I
That's so you
physically
can cut
own
down
or
any tree
owned
that you don't need
one
anymore.
issue of that. The like Mega Man Sonic crossover one.
Your gardening is.
Or by DC, do you mean like superhero stuff? Because I didn't know about that. But yeah, ruffians are exactly what they sound like. There's a couple different variations, and you have to like do different things to get them to go away. But yeah, they'll just harass. They'll maliciously harass like your pinatas and your workers and stuff like that. Real jerks. Real hooligans. If this was a British game, they would have been called hooligans. They're led by Professor Pester. The the evil villain of the cartoon show, and the erstwhile apprentice of the master gardener that you take over for here. I think what really gets me about the DC stuff and like superhero stuff in general is that is like way too much, and like there's never an end to it, you know? Like somebody was mentioning that they were also going to try and read the new like Batman stuff, right? But they were like, oh, I have to go back and read like a bunch of comics for the lead up to the like whole new Batman stuff. Like, you can't just jump in and start reading the new Batman thing. No. You have to go back and, like, read all the, like, 3 years of backstory or something. Sounds like some very funny, out-of-context panels. Speaking of DC and Japanese media, did you see the, isekai anime featuring like Harley Quinn and stuff? That was interesting. I owe somebody an apology. I don't remember if it was you or somebody else I was talking about the Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn thing with, but I didn't realize how far back the like them having a relationship went, all the way back to pretty much like the origin of Harley Quinn. So I watched a video about her the other day, and I was like, got a bit more information about how she came to be from like the TV show and everything, and I was like, oh wow, they were right. Like, yeah, no, she really did come straight from that TV show before anything else. And even in the original like more kid-friendly TV show, they implied that they had a relationship going on and everything. So yeah, I was wrong. Okay. It was probably somebody else then. Maybe they'll show up at the Batman streams and it was one of the regulars. I can't remember which one though. We'll do the Batman. We'll play some more Batman tomorrow, and if they show up, I'll remember and I'll say something. Harley Quinzel. You can call me Harley. Okay. What was the inside of the, Okay. It's interesting that they decided to give the squirrels a Russian theme. Not sure why, but they did. Okay. Tafflies must be getting close on being Master Romancer. Then I'll put some more water in the garden and we can get some frogs in here. Oh. Where's the puzzle gum? Dude, I didn't even know I had a puzzle gum in the garden. Those things are so annoying. They just endlessly pick fights with the Raisans and vice versa. Maybe we should stop replanting these buttercups as much. That's why I keep getting so many of the puzzle gums. Nice. Oh. Looks like I got achievement for romancing a bunch of pinatas. Okay, cool. So we're good on tafflies. Let me start adding some more water so that tomorrow But yeah, there was an isekai like type anime with like Harley Quinn in it. Animation looked okay. It's interesting seeing Harley Quinn in a much more, you know, Japanese style. It's wild to me how popular that character has become and how much DC has been pushing her. I didn't realize the scale of it quite until more recently. I wonder why DC feels that like she's one of their characters that they should be really honing in on. She is very similar to like some other like Japanese, you know, kind of crazy, like very what's that one girl from My Hero Academia who drinks blood? Oh yeah.
Got Good morning. Can I interest you in something seedy? Oh, no, I don't mean like that. So that's your...
Yeah, that checks out. I don't know. Superman's in a weird place for me, where it feels like the Superman comics that like really dig into him as a character are kind of interesting, but like outside of that, like him as just a normal everyday character seems kind of boring. That makes sense. I forgot about this view. It's kind of nice. No, he's not. It's like why it's like if you get somebody new who really knows what they're doing, it works out pretty well. But if you don't, kind of eh. How much water do I have to get the Licatoads into the garden? 1% of the garden. I need 20% for them to actually... Okay. So we have enough. I'm gonna need flutterscotch. How do I get flutterscotch again? Was it a bunch of daisies? I'm trying to remember. I don't think... Oh, here's flutterscotch. Yes, daisies. Okay.
Good morning. Can I interest you in something seedy? Oh, no, I don't mean like that. Found what you want.
Should I hire a waterling? How much money do I have? I have enough. Let's just hire a waterling. Sorry, sprinkling.
Welcome to office. Good choice. Time.
Oh, new cat.
Here comes a newtgat. The little pond that you made has made the garden interesting to this pinata.
Probably not. I mean, we haven't heard anything about it so far. Not even a, like, rumblings on the horizon kind of thing.
Did you?
Hey. Get away from my raisins.
How many chocolate coins do you want to give the...
Giving your workers a bonus helps improve their mood and makes them work harder. Who knew? Probably.
Good morning. How are you today?
I think,
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to spend.
Marvel would fit fairly well into the kind of,
Transaction's done. No credit or...
I guess, world or whatever you want to call it that
Found what...
Kingdom Hearts 4 will inhabit. The kind of tone.
You have a new sour Crowlab visitor. Every time you seem to be getting ahead with the garden, another
Oh, hold on.
pest shows up.
Oh, I have to have a bird bath in the garden too. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Enemies on all sides.
Hi there. Get in, get
No,
spending,
only
then
joking.
get...
Take your time.
No, only joking.
I think it's you who sells the bird bath, right? Yes. Nice. And as soon as the crow visited, that should take care of him. Heard some gold over here somewhere. Nice.
A sour pinata.
Ah, it's good to have foreknowledge. Lightsaber duels, baby. Maybe Kingdom Hearts can have some cool lightsaber duels. We haven't had a good one from Disney in a minute.
Each piece you
Oh, this guy's kind of actually really useful.
All right, Gov. Need some hired muscle? Us watchlings can keep an eye out in your garden for any unwanted visitors and give them the fright of their lives. Milk makes you strong, so I'll be in here doing my training if you need me.
Oh! Oh, it's just his head upgrade. I was hoping it would be an area upgrade. We're progressing pretty quickly.
You have a no-nonsense technique and enough expertise to be called a professional gardener.
You're gardening.
Yeah. And any Keyblade design that incorporates the Star Wars elements into it would be pretty cool, right? I wonder if they would go like classic era. Like the original trilogy stuff. And just ignore like anything newer. It's probably the way I would do it. Not even gonna get into anything newer.
Good afternoon to you. Come in, have a seat. Get to know the local. Good choice.
Fanny might seem sweet and innocent, but I heard that she steams open love letters and copies them into the romance novels she's writing. My brother Cedos told me that Shelley Beans love seeds, but then he thinks everything should love seeds.
Yeah, I mean, they were pretty controlling with what they allowed them to do with Frozen.
Store boss has had to give up eating eggs for breakfast in case she nibbles a delivery. The other day, I saw a Serapint with 2 heads. Honest! That Stardust is so single-minded. What we need to do is find a way to distract him so Patch can get here in time.
I can't find any plants to water.
Why are you complaining about not having any work to do? You're getting paid. What do you care? Just enjoy the garden. Oh, nice. New story chapter in the journal. Maybe I'll check it out in a minute. Oh, this is what that evil crow turned into, by the way. Still a little evil looking, but anyway, I don't care about holding on to him right now. Deal with him later. Yeah, with like Toy Story, they gave them a good amount of license to do stuff for like Kingdom Hearts 3 and like Monsters Incorporated, but like Frozen was one of their biggest IPs at the time. So they were quite, seems like they were quite protective of it and deciding like what they could actually do with it, unfortunately. Mike Wazowski. It's clear that nobody ever loved you. Oh gosh. Dude, the Toy Story world, Kingdom Hearts 3, just like, because clearly nobody ever loved you. God. Was it Tim Allen or? Because it's the original Woody's brother, I think, that played him there. Oh, did I play at Buttercups instead of Daisies? No, I played at Daisies. I'm gonna play a couple more Daisies.
Good evening. So I'm not the only person who can't afford to sleep around here.
Yeah, I felt like the Disney worlds were fairly well incorporated. Into Kingdom Hearts 3. It'd be very funny to see something like a Shrek world for KH4. Although we probably won't get that. I don't feel like it ties into the themes too well, but it would be very funny. Because I think Shrek is DreamWorks, right? So they technically could do that. Oh, do they not own DreamWorks? I thought they did already. I thought they already owned that IP.
Good morning. How are you today? Bright-eyed,
I thought they did. Because isn't Toy Story DreamWorks as well?
An ex. Good morning. Can I interest you in something seedy? Oh, no, I don't mean an.
Comcast? Okay.
Good morning. Can I interest you in something seedy? Oh, no, I don't mean like. chocolate cash melting in your pocket.
Yeah,
I'll
I feel
take
like
it,
the
and
AI
let's
feature
fun
is
with
kind of hit or miss. Like, I was trying to look up some, like, it can be if I just want a general answer, it's kind of useful instead of having to like search through the top 3 results or whatever on Google. But outside of that, if I want like a more specific answer, I kind of have to dig into the sources and take a look at it for myself, which I guess isn't a terrible place to be in. Like, just having it for general results, like, save you some time from like getting a general answer, but a single pinata. Okay. I'll deal with you in a minute. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Morning. How are you
I thought
today?
that Toy Story
Bright-eyed,
3 was
bushy-tailed,
okay,
ready to
but I
spend.
can't say that I've watched like Toy Story 4 or anything. You know? How do I get the most active fruit points out of this thing? Whatever. It's still better than before. Trying to get another bush going so we can get some more fruit for the squazzles. Because they need the blackberries to romance. Unless I want to do a shortcut and just use the candy. Which isn't a terrible option, but I don't know. Usually I'll use the candy if if their romance requirement is like eating another pinata or something.
How many chocolate coins do you want to give?
Oh, nice. We got the...
You have a new white flutterscotch visitor. White flutterscotches like daisies. Once you have a handful, they will visit the garden. You're gardening.
Still gotta get another frog in the garden. I think we still got just the one. Yeah, we got the white flutterscotch though. Flutterscotches are interesting in that you can feed them different flowers and they'll change color. I guess I don't really need the Half-Light house anymore if I can. There we go. And then
Morning, Gov. I'd offer you a bacon, buddy, but I've just eaten the last one.
I wonder if it's kind of like the same thing as like Bungie and like a bunch of other studios where like with DreamWorks where the original people who made it great are no longer there. And so now they're just kind of like, you know, they've got the name, but they don't have the talent that got them there, if that makes sense. Speaking of Bungie, did you hear about them being devalued? Basically, after the flop that has been, Marathon, Sony revised how much they thought Bungie was worth down by a huge amount to about, I think, down by about $600,000, $600 million. Yeah. I don't know. People have been saying that Call of Duty has been going downhill for ages. I don't really have a strong opinion about that. I didn't grow up playing Call of Duty, and while I've enjoyed some of the newer stuff, I can't say, like... Oh yeah, no, it was crazy how much they bought Bungie for in the first place. I always thought that the Flutterscotch house looked kind of cool from the outside. That kind of like greenhouse look to it. Probably, especially after Starfield and everything, right? They certainly have not been getting their money's worth, that's for sure. Oh, nice. New water plant. Yeah, oh. Did they not buy... Oh, right. Yes, different company, but yeah, similar idea, I guess. You're right, though. Didn't they get kind of an update recently? Yeah. Yeah, they do own it. It's just wrong company that I was thinking of. Huh, this one has all of its active fruit points, so I just have to, like, wait for it to get older. Gotcha.
Mum always told me that if I didn't control my temper, I'd become a ruffian. What a horrible thing to say to a child.
Oh yeah, speaking of your mom, we do have, where is it? Oh yeah, I heard that too, which is kind of stupid. It makes sense to their, like, fanboys, but nobody else really.
In the old days, I was an expert romance dancer. Mother was caught by surprise.
I love the, like, child-friendly way of saying that, like,
Mother named her after the migrating
Jardinero, like...
Little Storkos spent all her
had
early
sex
years
a
on the
lot.
ships with Mother.
I was an expert romance dancer.
They collected. She grew up running around the decks, pretending to have superpowers.
Yeah, I mean it will, because a lot of people would prefer just to play on the PC they already have rather than buying a $600 console.
Pinata Central needed more pinatas to fill all the party requests in all the gardens. Even mine couldn't romance the pinatas fast enough. When Mother's ship docked, Storkos came to the garden. She played and worked in the garden with Leafos and Stardos until one day Storkos went missing. We called for her, but she didn't show up until 2 bunnycombs had done their romance dance. Swooping down from Egg Mountain with her cloak flapping behind her, Storkos flew into the garden and gently dropped off the bunnycomb eggs safe and sound into the garden. Overnight, the pinata romance dance problem was solved. Every pinata knew that its egg would be delivered safely. Storkos had become Pinata Island's very own superhero. Pinata Central had a regular supply of common pinata types, but my garden was the only place to get the really unusual pinata. I worked in the garden with my family. Mother visited as often as she could. Everything was close to perfect, and then my youngest son, Sidos, arrived, like the cherry on the cake. Mother gave up sailing, and we lived as a family in and around the garden for a short time. Sidos started to look after a shelly bean, then two, and soon he had romanced them. He was very advanced for such a little boy, like a chip off the old man's block. Sidos and his family of shelly beans continued to spend lots of time together. When Pinata Central requested some shelly bean pinatas, Sidos happily sent the whole family. Sidos had taught the shelly beans all sorts of tricks, including the Tower of Shelly Beans and the Shelly Bean Burst. Those little shelly beans must have put on quite a show, because when they came home, there was suddenly a big demand for shelly bean pinatas. Obviously, Sidos followed in his dad's footsteps, becoming a pinata expert before he could talk properly.
My dad was such a good gardener because he enjoyed working here. If you aren't enjoying your garden, change it into something else. Something that you really like.
Evening. You're not gonna ask me to do an all-nighter.
I mean, if that's how long it takes you, that's how long it takes you. I'm not telling you to make it an all-nighter. I'm just asking you to do some work.
There we go.
I don't know. I mean, obviously the voice and like face of Starkiller would totally be down for it, but I think they decanonized Force Unleashed with Disney's new stuff, so I kind of doubt it.
I don't think you want to talk to me.
Well,
You just want one of my
I mean,
seeds.
yes. But not that one. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that dude, yeah, he'd be totally down for it.
If you like seeds, smile. I don't think you're trying hard enough.
There. Ooh, another bluebell seed. Just plant it for now. Did Ivor get any new stuff since we've been leveling up some?
It's no surprise to see a gardener of your stature.
No,
so
not yet.
early.
Okay.
Until our paths cross again, good fortune to you.
I feel like I've been returning too many things to
Morning. How are you
Amazon.
today? Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
I have
ready to
Amazon
say
Prime,
what you want.
and I've been buying some things for my room and stuff. But like, I'll get like 3 alarm clocks, and then I'll decide like, I only want this one, so I'll return 2 of them. But I had
Good morning. Can I interest you in something seedy?
I had them say recently, like with one of them, just keep it. As well as like a picture frame that I didn't want. They're just like, just keep it. We don't even want you to try and return it. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm worrying too much about it. I have this alarm clock that I don't really want, but I don't know if I'm gonna return it or not. I guess I should just try it, and then if I don't like it, return it. But I don't know. I feel bad about like trying to return so many things, but it's true that I'm not gonna use it, so. But yeah, my room's starting to come together. I gotta get a new closet door because my old one literally fell off. That was kind of surprising. But yeah. Dude, I don't know what. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna send you home yet. Oh, gosh. Dude, the frogs in this game are so funny looking. I think they have a animation where they'll like inflate themselves and like slowly drift back to the ground. Look at that bluebell. Yeah, you can get a bunch of extra flowers on all the flower heads on all the flowers and stuff too, using fertilizer. So does my dad. I found one of the exact same at a donation place a few years ago, and I gave it to him for his for Father's Day. I was like, here, when your old one breaks, here's another one that's exactly the same. I tried that. I tried getting a old 90s alarm clock with like a built-in radio. It was kind of fun. The only problem was that it didn't actually function as an actual alarm clock. The reason why somebody had gotten rid of it was because the radio worked, but the alarm clock feature didn't work, so. Where'd all my romance candy go? Didn't I have a bunch of it stockpiled somewhere? Does it despawn after a while? I never knew that. Okay. Well. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to spend.
Bushy-tailed and ready.
How much does a blackberry cost here? 100. Dude, these squirrels are so squirrely. I'm just trying to get them to romance. Yeah, I thought about like trying to like fix the alarm clock, but I decided it wasn't worth it. I mean, I do have a alarm clock that I've been using since high school. Or probably more like middle school, to be honest. I've had it for a long ass time. Probably 10 plus years. But it's been nice. I do think that it's worth getting an alarm clock, even if you just get like a super cheap, like $20 one that's like super basic. Honestly, part of the reason I didn't want the alarm clocks I got from Amazon is because I just am not using the features that they have in them, like the radio and stuff, and like the Bluetooth like speaker functionality and all that. I just don't really use it. But I think having an actual alarm clock is probably better than using your phone as an alarm clock, because you're more likely to end up like looking at your phone. If the first thing you do in the morning is grab your phone to turn off the alarm, then you're more likely to like sit in bed and like lay in bed and look at your phone for like the first, 10-20 minutes of the day. Or more. Let's be honest, more like an hour, half hour, however long until you can drag yourself out of bed because you have like 20 minutes to get ready to go to work or school or whatever. That's been my experience the last week or so. Keep like waiting too long. It's late by a few minutes one day, partially because I had to take a detour, but also partially just because I waited too long to actually get going. Dude, you know what? You just go home. Sorry, buddy, but you're just stepping on my pinatas and making them unhappy. I can't have you doing that. You're not really doing too much for me here. In fact, you might be scaring off some pinatas I would want in the garden, so. What do you think of the designs of the remake for Star Fox? Seeing the toad there remind me of Slippy. I think they look okay. I mean, I'm no professional artist or anything, but they look alright. Like, they're not my favorite. I kind of wish they leaned more into the cartoony style rather than the whole more realistic kind of look that they got going on, but that's just me personally. I don't know. I don't have too much investment in the Star Fox game. I've never played Star Fox. I don't plan on starting with a remake. I hope it's good for the people who like it, but like, apart from that, I have no real opinions on the matter. Yeah, they look fine. I think what it is they had Star Fox designs from, I think, a recent movie. And people were thinking that the remake was going to lean more towards those designs. And so people were disappointed when they saw the more realistic approach that they took. I think also it's partially because taking a more realistic approach means that the proportions look a little weird on like the eyes and stuff compared to their original designs. And like how their designs have updated over the years. Okay. I think let me finish romancing the Squazzles, and then I think I'll call it for tonight. Sorry, been a couple hours. I gotta go eat something. Maybe I should do this like after I eat next time. Do it even later in the day. I don't know. Yeah, it kind of looks like it, but they're also being like way more realistic. Like if you look at the proportions on the box art, it's like way more cartoonish and everything. I don't know. I get what you're saying, and I kind of agree, but also I think they could, if that's what they were going for, they could have done a better job. And they could have gone with more cartoonish proportions to better fit that kind of style, if that's what they were going for. Alright, so if I romance you... Dude, what are you talking about? They're right there. Romance. Dude, these squirrels are literally so squirrely to, like, try and get to do anything. Okay. I kind of wish the progression was a little bit slower in this game. Or, like, the requirements for leveling up were a little bit higher. I guess I'm kind of, like, optimizing it, where I'm, like, as soon as I'm just kind of going through each pinata and getting Master Romance on each. Whereas, like, a kid wouldn't really do that as much. Oh, I forgot that if you do the romance candy, oh, okay, never mind. We got the Master Romancer thing anyway. Not a big deal. But, yeah, the romance candy gives you less, mistake. Like, if you do the romance requirements naturally, they have way more hearts, so it's less likely to blow up in your face, and have to try again. Whereas if it's just the candy, you just have the one chance, I think. Okay, next time I can do frogs and get in some more aquatic stuff. Okay. I don't know. I could see them maybe making like a Donkey Kong movie or something. Like a DK movie, or, I mean, wasn't there talk of like a Legend of Zelda movie or something? I think that they were doing like casting for it or something, or something like that at one point. What other major franchises? I don't think they do a Metroid. I think a Donkey Kong movie could work. It's the only thing I can really think of off the top of my head outside of, like, more Mario stuff. Ah, it could be. That's not impossible. That's a good theory. Man, I love this game so much. It's just so comforting, man. And the, like, details and everything. The soundtrack. Gotcha. Yeah, I think they were also remaking Highlander, I think I saw. I think that was also being filmed over there as well. Because I remember people posting pictures from, like, the filming site.
Did you...
How are you today? Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and an excellent...
That wouldn't be bad. I mean, when you think of like stuff like Hyrule Plains and stuff, right? Like the Great Plains and stuff that you have in like Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess and stuff, like, yeah, I think that would work. Okay. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think level 35 is when you get the last size increase, and then level 50 is like kind of the end game. Like you have all the story stuff done by level 50. You still have like more levels to go. I'm not sure what max is, to be honest. It might be like 75 or something, but we're getting there. Although I'm not like super hardcore worried about like the progression, to be honest. Even once I finish the progression, I'll probably go back and like make a couple gardens that just kind of look nice and feel nice to be in. Make a couple different themed gardens. And then I'd also, yeah. The point is just to kind of hang out and talk a little bit, so. Been trying to like write down topics to talk about and stuff. But yeah. Man, I love this game so much. All right. I think I should probably start getting going here. Like I said, it's been, yeah, a little over 2 hours. I gotta go, eat something. Be back again tomorrow with some Batman and stuff. So that should be fun. Maybe I'll see you for that. Thanks for hanging out, Explosion. Union, if you're still lurking, I appreciate it. Anybody else lurking or watching back on the VOD, I hope you guys are all having a good Friday. Hopefully see you over the weekend. Hope you have a good one. And, in case I don't see you, hope you have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you guys.